back to DC's Silver Age Story, and this is part 2 of The Ugly Duckling Teacher of Stanhope College. Soon afterward, the two culprits slip into the chemistry lab and will set her clock back to make sure she's the last one to show up for the picnic. Ha ha! That square is so wrapped up in her experiments, she doesn't know we're in the room. Soon afterwards, as the campus begins the Molly Sawyer celebration. It's long after 12. Most of the eligible men have been snapped up, but I don't see Miss Sparrow anywhere. I wonder what's keeping her. It's her psychopathic students. Moments later, as Miss Sparrow finally arrives. Sorry, I'm late, but something went wrong with my clock. Hurry, there's still a chance. There's still one man left. He looks like a handsome, broad-shouldered specimen. Try to be charming. Peekaboo! If you're looking for a picnic partner, you've got one now. Ha ha! But, to her shocked amazement, picnic with you? Thanks for the invitation, lady, but I just remembered an important appointment down at the railroad tracks. A hobo vagrant. Is this some horrible joke? Ha ha! What irony. Not even a hobo wants my company. But the poor man is probably starved. Here, you can eat this chicken dinner all by yourself. I don't need it now. Thanks, ma'am. That was very kind of you. Now I've got to get going. As Miss Sparrow flees in shame, I'll bet Ronnie and Ken were behind this. They must have put that hobo up to it. Poor Miss Sparrow must feel like a complete outcast. Later, using her telescopic vision, Linda checks on Miss Sparrow. Oh, yes, Mother. I'm unhappy here at Stanhope. Oh, I'm going to resign and take the next bus home. Poor thing. She's letting them drive her away. If she'd only mend her shy, backwards ways. But later in town, running away is no solution. She'll always remain an old maid. I wish I knew some way to help her. Suddenly, that movie gives me an idea. My Fair Lady is George Bernard Shaw's famous story about a professor called Henry Higgins who changes the drab personality of a flower girl named Eliza. Higgins transformed a grubby urchin into a lovely, radiant lady. Maybe I could transform Miss Sparrow's personality. Personality too. It's not too late. Switching to Supergirl, she streaks out of town. I must keep Miss Sparrow from leaving Stanhope until I can work out a plan. I'll block her bus by causing a landslide on the main highway. Presently. Sorry, folks. It'll take till morning to clear the road, especially with the fog drifting in from the sea, so she'll inconvenience everyone to help Miss Sparrow. Oh, I'm not going back to Stanhope. I won't spend another night in that hateful place. I'll find a way through, perhaps some back road. The fog is getting thicker. Heartbroken and weary, she stumbles through the night until a bridge. I didn't see the railing. I'm falling. Eee! Splash. Going down. Can't swim. Haven't the will to fight. Maybe it's better this way. But as she loses consciousness, luckily I traced Miss Sparrow here. I hope I'm not too late. But I was busy helping that bus delayed make up for its lost time. Look, here comes my friend Laurie, the mermaid of Atlantis, with a rescue bubble. As Laurie speaks mentally, Supergirl, my telepathic powers detected Miss Sparrow's distress, so I came to her aid. Laurie, your presence gives me an idea. Perhaps Atlantean science can help Miss Sparrow. She's still alive. Quickly, let's take her to Atlantis. Long afterward, Miss Sparrow awakens. Supergirl, where am I? Who are these strange beings? You're in Atlantis, and these are Atlantean scientists who came to help you. Their water-filled helmets enable them to work in this oxygen-filled operating room. And now, look in this mirror. That beautiful girl. It can't be me. How could I have changed so incredibly? Why, I can even see clearly without glasses. How? When? The answer came telepathically. I used a cosmetic ray to give your drab hair a shimmering golden wave that will last a lifetime. My visual crystals corrected your vision permanently. You'll never need glasses again. And the psycho charge I gave you eliminated your shy backwardsness and gave you a sparkling personality. You're a whole different person. Oh, how can I thank you? I feel like Cinderella. I can't wait to show people my new looks and personality. You'll need clothes that will show off your beauty. My friend Laurie created this stunning wardrobe for you out of rare materials from Atlantis. Soon on the shore of the sea. All right, Supergirl, I'll take your advice and return to Stanhope. I wonder what they'll think of me now. You'll have the perfect opportunity to find out tonight at the junior prom. You'll bowl them over with that gown Laurie gave you. That night at a swank hotel near Stanhope where the prom is being held. Wow, who's that luscious dish? She looks vaguely familiar, but don't you recognize her, Ken? It's our chemistry instructor, Miss Sparrow. Looks like she spruced up for the occasion. Later, after Linda switches to Supergirl, the crowd votes Miss Sparrow the campus queen. Hooray for Miss Sparrow! She's not a student. What a switch! That pipsqueak, Ken Reed, is my ardent admirer. Now that I'm campus queen, well, I'll repay them for the way he tormented me. As Miss Sparrow uses her new allure. Oh, it's you, Ronnie. Can't you see I'm busy? Get lost. We had this dance, Ken. You're a two-timing creep. I hated to break them up. They really deserve each other. Later. Congratulations. Every man at the prom is at your feet. I know you'll be happy at Stanhope now. No, I'm still resigning. Let's be honest. Everyone admires my new looks and personality, but beauty is only skin deep. Nobody cares for the real me. But just then a voice interrupts. You're wrong, Miss Sparrow. I happen to know that you're also the most kindly, considerate person I've ever met. But how can you know anything about me? I never met you before in my life. But you have. But we must have met. Or how would I know that you cooked the best chicken dinner I ever tasted? Chicken dinner? Wait, you couldn't possibly be that hobo at the picnic. Correct. I'm Mark Hillary of Stanhope's psychology department. I was living the life of a drifter, so I could collect material for a book I was writing on the psychology of the hobo. Professor Hillary, he sent a telegram of congratulations to Miss Blaine while on leave of absence. You certainly had a change of heart last time I saw you. You ran away from me. Let me explain. I really did want to be with you, but I left you because I'd suddenly remembered I had an appointment to interview a famous king of the hobos. Believe me, I've admired you for years, ever since I read your book, How to Be a Success in College. I've brought it along, hoping you'd autograph it for me. I'll be happy to, Professor Hillary. He's so handsome, and he seems attracted to me. Please, call me Mark. And now, if Supergirl will excuse us, there's so much I've been wanting to say. I don't know about psychology, but I think I recognize love at first sight when I see it. And so romance blossoms at Stanhope. That handsome Professor Hillary is becoming a regular visitor to our chemistry class, and to think we used to call Miss Sparrow an old maid. My, how she's changed. And if my guess is right, she'll soon be changing her name to Mrs. Mark Hillary.